I'm going to teach you 3 methods in 3 separate videos. So method 1 is in this video. Method 1 is the fastest method that you can use for multiplication of big numbers and things like that. It is not as easy as some of the other methods, so you are more than welcome to use the other methods as well, but I would like you to focus on this method as this is the one that you can use straight through high school, no matter how big the numbers get. All right, so let's look at the method we have. If we have the number 758 times 25, you write it in your normal multiplication format. So 758 on the top line and then multiplied by 25 on the second line, and you draw a line underneath it. Now, this can be broken up into steps to minimize mistakes so that you don't forget to do something or make a silly mistake, which everybody does. So it can be divided. If you take 25 and you break it up into 20 plus 5, we get an order of calculation. Now, the order of calculation is 1, 2, and 3. It'll always be 1, 2, and 3 as step 1, step 2, and step 3. So firstly, we do the unit, which is 5. I've made this purple. So you take 5 times 8, which equals 40. You write the 0 and carry over the 4 to the tens on the 758. Then you're finished with the unit part of the calculation, multiplying by 5. Then you multiply 5 by 5, which gives you 25. You say 25 plus the 4 that you've carried over equals 29. Cross out the 4. It's very important that you cross out the numbers at the top of your calculation so that you don't get confused further on in the calculation. So now you write the 9 and you carry over the 2 to the 7. So now we say 5 times 7 equals 35. You take 35 plus 2, which gives you 37. Remember to cross out the 2 at the top of your calculation. Now, there's nothing left to multiply by, so you won't be carrying over here. You just take your 37 and you write it into your calculation. So we have 3,790. That is the end of step 1. So you cross out step 1 so that you know you're finished with it. Then you move on to step 2. Now, step 2 is probably the easiest part of the calculation, but it's also the part that you forget the most and the easiest. And it will result in your whole calculation being incorrect. So please do not forget to do step 2. Step 2, you take the 0 and you write it into the calculation. That's it. That's the end of step 2. That's all you need to do there. But it is very important to remember this step. Step 3 is you take your tens, which in this case is 2 for 20, and you multiply that by your initial 758. So you say 2 times 8 equals 16. You write the 6, and then you carry the 1. The 1 goes on top of the 5. See why you had to draw a line through the 4? It's so that you don't get confused between which numbers you still need to add and which ones you don't. Then you say 2 times 5 equals 10. 10 plus 1 equals 11. You cross out the 1 because you are finished with it. You write the 1 and then you write the 1 at the top for the 10 part. Now you move on to the next one, which is 2 times 7 equals 14. 14 plus 1 equals 15. Nothing else left to multiply by. So you write the 15 into the equation, which gives you 15,160. That is the end of step 3. Now what you need to do is you need to add your 2 answers that you've calculated now. 0 plus 0 equals 0. 9 plus 6 is going to give you 15. So you write the 5, carry the 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 3 plus 5 is 8. 1 plus nothing equals 1. Your final answer is 18,950.